Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Lance looks to throw again.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
On this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, it's Tannehill. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here's Tannehill.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by
puts it on the carpet. It's out.
And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Lance now on 1st down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Able to get there and pick it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Williams brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Lance now on 1st down.
He sets to fire deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Tannehill.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And still fighting. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Gray. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Throwing now is Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be...
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 12.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get this down to the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12.
Let's go, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Flushed out right. He looks for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And running with power here. And all the way down to the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance again. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Once again, it's Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action, Tannehill. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air again, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Antonio Brown there to make the grab.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And hit. NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off
with the Los Angeles Rams.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On first down at Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Throwing again is Stafford.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Stafford. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Stafford now to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first and 10, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Stafford looks to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. It got his man. Complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing, Mayfield.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second and very short, Stafford. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air again, Stafford.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
I need to get my swag right there.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Escaping the pressure right. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John, and it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. They'll try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stafford. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. Past the 20.
They are not ready for us.
Touchdown, LA. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores. Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right.
And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Mayfield.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. Akers has got the 1st down and then some.
And finally brought down at the 38. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half.
53. Ready.
Now Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Stafford now to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35.
All you got to do is look and learn.
Touchdown, Rams.
Tutu Atwell
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Big play! Big play!
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
taken from about the 12. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 27.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. After the sack on first down, Mayfield.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to go up top again. They've got his man complete.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
A big play there for L.A.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
24 is the mic. Cut. Let's go.
Stafford looks to throw again.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Escaping the pressure right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result? And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 39. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Slant to Adams. Room here to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They go play action. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Stafford going to throw it.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And the Raiders have got him. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Switch. Hey, man. Shit.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A.,
they do finish things out with a victory here in Week 18, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year at 5-12.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.